The win streak was almost snapped after a full-size loss to start the day, but we came back with a vengeance and kept the win streak alive. 42 days and counting, and in today's video, I'm going to break down the exact strategy I used to rebound after a full-sized loss and win 3 straight trades. What's going on, Money Team? It's your boy Jada on Trades with Team Bull Trading, and I hope you all had a discipline-filled trading day. I know I did, because I got smacked on a full-size loss on my first trade of the day. This is actually the third day in a row where I've lost my first trade. I don't know what it's been the past few trading days, but the first trade I take, I've lost. Now maybe it's just coincidence, maybe it's something that I need to dive a little bit deeper on my data to uncover, but I'm hoping tomorrow that with the right risk management, the right patience, we're going to catch a winner to start the day. If not, we're going to manage our risk and keep moving forward. Now, to start the day, there's something else I want to go over too. We're going to go over the loss I took, and then one of my better wins for the day that solidified an over $1,000 day to keep the streak alive. We're looking to have our fourth $10,000 plus profit week in a row, and I think we're going to get there with the rest of the week ahead. Now to start, what do we see here for you guys that watch my channel often? We had a textbook 15-minute orb retest. Now, mind you, I did not catch this because the retest back down that we're going to see here on our 15-minute high, which, might I add, was a beautiful trade, was made off of data at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We had an aggressive candle push down where if you were watching the 1-minute chart, the candle was moving sporadically. It looked like it was having a seizure. And we touched that 15-minute low right here, and NQ was moving so fast and so sporadically, I didn't want to enter and then get aggressively stopped out on the move down. So I was waiting for it to slow down a little bit, for us to base here, open the next candle here, keep my stops below this candle, and then take the longs up. Didn't end up happening, so I missed my A+ setup to the upside. And it's worth adding too, before I get into my first loss of the day, my only loss of the day, but the trade that started me red, look how well we respected this 15-minute high. Even if you don't trade my 15-minute orb strategy, you always need to know what our 15-minute high is and what our 15-minute low is. You guys got to have this marked out. In addition to knowing previous day close and any other important levels of confluence, such as key reversals previous day, key bounces previous day, so on and so forth. Now I missed this trade, move on down. Now this is where, to be fair, this was not a great trade. I'll own it. But I saw this reversal here. I missed my initial reject right here. We have 2 reversal candles here, right? We have a candle here where we aggressively fail with this wick. We have this reversal hammer here where it looks like we're going to failure to go higher. And then I missed my entry here, missed my entry here, missed my entry here. So after 2 aggressive candles down with solid volume on these candles, might I add. Yes, this candle right here had a little less volume per se, but relative to the day, we had a full body sell here with overall decent relative volume. Now, if this was, down here in about half of this, give or take, that would have been a red flag with an anomaly. So I see 2 aggressive sell candles down, which typically means trend's going to reverse. And I personally am looking for at this point for us to continue selling down and breaking this 15-minute high here with some aggressiveness and some acceleration to move to the low period of this 15-minute range. I was hoping to get a really big trade out of this. So I end up waiting for a little bit on this candle. I enter around here at the 90 area. So give or take this 90 area down here. We get a little profit of this. We get around 13, 15 points of profit, give or take. Nothing crazy. I think it was actually closer to 15 because my fill was around lower 90s, 91, 92. And then my stop is above this candle high at 506. So give or take, we got 1-to-1 on this trade, but again, not enough for me to trim. I wanted at least 2R. So we have 2 reversal candles here, 2 aggressive sell trend-setting candles here. I enter the shorts a little late because typically speaking, you're not going to see the second bounce come in and be a strong support, as strong of a support as you see here as we saw today. Instead, we saw the bounce here, and aggressive bounce here. So did I short support today? In a sense, yes. And it cooked me. I took a full-size loss on this trade. I really wanted to see us aggressively move down, break these lows, and get a solid 3, 4, 5R trade. Didn't happen. I kept my stop above this wick high at 507 here and ended up working out because I kept my composure, I kept calm, and I understood that, even with my first loss, I have a 2-loss limit on the day. So if I lose 2 trades in the day, I'm done. If I would have lost my second trade, I would have been done, and that would have been fine because, again, I've been green now 42 days in a row. I can stomach a few losses. I can stomach a whole week's worth of losses. It's not going to kill my trading career because I choose discipline over dopamine every day. Now, I ended up catching 2 more short setups in here, and, quite frankly, they weren't great. I ended up catching a small piece of this candle down about 20, 30 points, and then I caught a piece of this candle down here as well from this reversal top here before it ended up stopping me out on a move back up, I believe right here. Now, my final trade of the day was actually a breakout trade, and we saw this setup work out twice. I'm going to draw it both the times. We saw it work out here with this trendline structure break, and then we saw it work out again here with this trendline structure break. Now, I personally saw us move on up. We're making higher low. Let's go ahead and mark this out together. We're making higher lows all the way up. So we have higher low, we have higher low, and then we have higher low. So this is telling me, even though the movement's a little slow, we are uptrending. So for me, I wait, I see this this higher low here, I see us coiling in here. We get this 5-minute breakout candle right here. So on the closure of this candle with this high volume, I enter and get a great fill around 577 right here, 570, I think my fill was 579 to be exact. We get a 30-point move up in which we trim nearly at the top, and then you see I get stopped out and the rest at break even. I take 2 trims up here, my last few runners get stopped here. Now, mind you, after we entered, this was a 3R trade. We had about, give or take, 8 to 10 points worth of risk and 30 points of profit. And that's something I'll take all day, every day. So if I lose that trade twice, lose 10 points, L1, lose 10 points, L2, make 30 points, win 3, I'm still 10 points in profit. As long as you adhere to your stops, you can trade like that all day. Now we see the same thing happen again right here. We break through this aggressively, this previous downtrend with volume. If you don't take this entry, you wait for the retest back down inside this fair value gap here. You wait for the next candle up, you keep your stops below this candle, and then you ride the trend up. That's what you have to look for. You have to start looking for areas where you can define your risk first, and then ride the trend in your direction. Now, you guys know I love trading reversals. I'm a big reversal trader, but I'm also a trend trader. And it all boils down to when I lose, I follow my stops to a T. I trade extremely disciplined. And that's what it takes if you're going to remain a consistently profitable trader. You have to do that every single day, all day, every day while you're trading. You have to trade smart, trade safe, and prioritize risk management. Now, you guys have probably seen my Tradeify link below. I actually just picked up 5 Funded Futures family accounts. That's my old prop firm. I'm not an owner anymore. But they brought back 1-day pass for this week. If you're watching this on April 29th or April 30th or May 1st, they brought back 1-day pass. 5 days of $200 plus profit for payout. So I'm gonna go milk my old prop firm. I'm gonna try at least. I can finally trade and get payouts with them. So I picked up 5 accounts. You can use code JDUN for 30% off or the best discount at the time. We're gonna be trying to pass them inside our live trading Discord. You can join that free Discord below. And if you guys are looking to trade with them, again, you can get a 100K account for, I believe, $155 using code JDUN with no activation fee, which I think is a pretty damn good deal. As long as you manage your risk, trade smart, trade safe. My system for trading works really well. As you have probably seen in the Discord, I have tons of students getting funded, tons of students getting payouts, and tons of students making progress in their day-to-day trading. So trade smart, trade safe, keep focused, and I'll see you guys in the next video or in the free Discord. Let's go milk them motherfuckers right now. God bless.